I don't know how long I've been quarantined for. Technically, it's not quarantine, it's social isolation because I'm not sick, no one's in my family is sick. I haven't been around any sick people. So it's not quarantine, I'm just socially isolating. I guess that's the term. I'm losing my mind. Boredom is not the issue. I like being at my house. I like my bed. I like my room. I have things to do. Like, I have a very long to-do list, but the mental state of this situation, this global health issue, yeah, I'm losing my mind. Let me apply some Blistex. So what do I do when I'm stressed? My hair. I got cornrows done in January. Cornrows and then like single braids at the back. During reading week, my school's reading week, I had a week off. So I undid the corners at the front, redid the front part and left the back. That was in February, like mid-February. Now it's April. What's the date today? I don't know. Time is fake. I truly have no idea what day it is. 1 second. It's the 19th of April. I've had at least the back braids in for like 3.5+ months, getting closer to 4. And then the front braids, I've had those in for like just a little bit over 2 months. So I'm going to start taking out my braids. Usually when you're taking them out, you would just figure out where your real hair stops, you know, figure out what your length is, cut the braids. That makes it easier for you to undo them. But I have an idea. I have brand new hair in my house, and I know the beauty supply stores are actually still open because Black girls consider that an essential service. But it's quarantine and I can't see myself rebraiding my hair with brand new hair when I'm not going anywhere. Like, what's the point? I'm going to reuse this braiding hair. I'm just going to wash the hair extensions and then find a way to restyle it. So I'll show you guys my process. Because I want to keep the hair, I'm not cutting it, so I've already started to like undo the bottom. So yeah, as you can see, the bottom has been unbraided. I'll show you guys my process on how to take down almost 4-month-old braids and how to reuse the hair if you would like to do that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just unbraiding the braids from the very bottom without cutting any pieces. You can use your fingers if it's easy for you, or you can use a tool like a toothpick or the end of a rat tail comb. A friend indeed. The knot and gently pull it out. So then this is what you're left with. This is the extension. This is the extension. So I'm just taking the hair and a brush and brushing it. There's gonna be a lot of shed hair, but that's fine. Make sure to move your hand up so you can brush through the middle. And I'm just going to start a pile. Going to your actual hair, as you can see, there's a very thick knot at the back. It's actually quite big. What you don't want to do is take a fine-tooth comb and just start, you know, combing at it. You will break your hair. So now I'm just mixing some conditioner and water together, and I'll use that to help detangle. This is like a conditioner and water mix. Then I'm spraying it, I'm misting it just onto the knot and kind of massaging it with my fingers. Then I'm just going to start to like kind of tear it apart, but I'm not tearing it, I'm just gently pulling up, like kind of working at it. For me now, I can take a fine-tooth comb and gently pull out that knot. Take a braid and unbraid it. pull it out. Then I'm going to spray. Kind of massage it in a little bit. While it's kind of soaking the knot a little bit, I'm going to take the hair, the extension, and brush it. Once it's brushed, I'm just combining it with the other, just putting it down. Then I take this and continue to massage at it. Then once it's loose, you can comb it out safely. And yeah, that's my process. I'm going to repeat it for my whole head. Once I have done a substantial section, I'm just going to kind of detangle it properly with a wide tooth comb, and then again with a Denman brush, you'll see later. Just make sure that there's all the snarls, all the loose hair is out. Then I use this cream. It's from Ghana, and it smells really bad and looks kind of gross, but it's really good for hair growth. It like tingles your scalp. So I just rub that into my scalp. Then I'm going to braid my hair down and just keep it out of the way. I'm on the last braid. I ended up cutting it because I was tired and I felt like I'd had enough of the extensions that I could afford to cut a few. So this is me just repeating the process again for the last braid, and then moisturizing my scalp with that really excellent cream, and then braiding it down. Without a question, don't wait for life. I'll be when I see you like you're leaving for a trip. So now that my hair is all taken out, it's just gonna vibe out in these braids for a little bit until I'm ready to wash it. I'm going to wash the old extensions. These are the extensions. I'm going to kind of put them all together. They're not clumpy. They're ready for washing, drying, and to be reused. So what I'm doing is I just took the hair that I brushed out earlier, and I put a whole bunch of it together and divided it, into manageable sections. Then you just take like a rope or string or something. I'm just using thread that I've like quadrupled, so it's a little bit more reinforced. Then I'm gonna use that to tie it, and then I'll put it in my basin. So I just use the thread and tie it, so it's like just a bundle now, as you can see. And then this goes in here. You could just do it in the sink, but I don't have like a mushroom or anything to stop the hair from going down the drain, and I'm not really in the mood to be picking hair out of the drain, so I'm just going to use this giant basin. The next step I'm doing is pouring some baking soda. Baking soda is a really good deodorizer. Then the next step is to add some shampoo. I'm just using this shampoo that has been around for ages and no one is using. Then I just filled up the bucket with warm, almost hot water and gave it a mix so all the shampoo and baking soda is all evenly distributed. So I've come back from work and all I did was I changed the water that had the baking soda and shampoo. I dumped it out and just put fresh water in to rinse it, and there's just a little bit of shampoo left, but it's fine. I'm taking a bundle. What I'm doing is I'm looking for where that knot is just so it doesn't get tangled. Here's where I tied the knot. I just pull it out straight from the water. Then I'm using one hand to film, so that's not working, but I use my other hand just to like squeeze all the water out, and then I put it down on a towel to dry. This hair has just been kind of vibing out on a towel for the past day. It's not 100% dry, but it is 100% clean. I'm just going to blow dry it. It becomes less kinky, and then it's ready for me to store until the next time I decide to braid my hair. So this is the clean, blow dried, washed hair. You can see the length is not perfect, but depending on the style you're doing, you can just trim it after it's braided or crocheted or twisted, whatever. And yeah, this is the final product. Washed, cleaned, they smell so good. As you can see, it still has shine. Decided to see if I could wash it, dry it, and make it look presentable. And as you can see, it looks great. So now to tackle my hair, I had just washed it with a really good clarifying shampoo, and I'm going to blow dry it. I'm using the Tresemme heat protectant, and I'm just spraying it very liberally all over my hair, detangling that with the wide tooth comb. That helps to obviously detangle your hair and to spread out the product. I like to divide my hair into 4 sections to make it more manageable, and that's how I apply my product. And then I usually work in smaller sections to blow dry it. Then I'm using just a little bit of the Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner. I'm using only a little bit because I don't want to be like cooking my hair when I flat iron it. Then I just divide my section into half. I'm going to be using the tension method. So I just pull on my hair and get it like 90% dry. Then I'm using my Denman brush to detangle it further. Then I'm using a bit of the Chi Silk Infusion. That's really great for like heated styles. Then I'm going to use the Denman brush and the blow dryer after I detangle it to further get it really straight. Here it is in real time a little bit, so you can just see what I'm doing. Just chasing it, keeping the blow dryer moving to further stretch my hair. Then I just go over the ends once or twice to make sure the ends are really stretched properly. Taking just a little bit more of the Chi Silk Infusion after I finish blow drying and apply it, and then I'll twist my hair down to keep it out of the way. Then I repeat the exact same process for my whole head until it's all blow dried, nice and straight and stretched.
Fuck you when I need to, I just need you for a bit. I've been fiending for a hit. Got my guards down in Guards Garden, even at a meeting, all of it. Before I left and I wasn't even took a bite and it was sweeter than a bitch. Now I'm middle. I'm only back from funerals, we should throw a wedding. I'm only packing fewer clothes, I forgot forgetting. I just gave a fuck for nothing, got a good forgiving. I be getting God, but begotten sons of session. And if I said it, then I meant it for a minute, at least a moment. I could wait for Easter just to know if it's a home, and if it is, then I'm sitting off shop. I appreciate your value, I just let it up.
We share, no matter where you at, no worry, I'll be there. Someone's got your back like I do.